Good morning, students. Today I am going to presentation on electrical estimation and costing. Okay, service means third session. So here, before going to that, we have studied that in the previous class. There is a overhead service means the providing electrical power supply from the overhead cable to the customer. That is called the overhead service main lines. And also we have studied about the advantages and disadvantages and also the specification of the materials for the overhead service system. Today class we have to go to the one more service system, that is we call as a underground service system. So here, this type of underground service system will be provided where the population density should be more and the cities like Bangalore, Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, even big district also, there is a multi-stores buildings can be going a very high due to the land shortage. In such case, we have to providing in overhead service connection to all the multi-store buildings of 10, 20 malas. So used the service cable should be hanging and it should be affect the beauty of the cities. And also the overhead service cables, it should be hanging, takes a long sags also due to the 20 to 25 heights of malas of buildings. So therefore in such case we have to avoid to giving a overhead service connection. In such place we have to take a underground service system to providing the customer power supply. So here to providing the underground service system to the customer, the following are the materials we are providing to giving a power supply to the customer. Here the underground supply system, the distribution line to connecting a service wire, normally what we have connected in a overhead system, that should be connecting here the service cable to up to the a pot head. From pot head the underground cable is taken through a GI pipe, a proper diameter as per the diameter of the cable, and this cable is taken through underground through the emitter board, and again wall side also you have to use a GI pipe. This GI pipe through our underground cable is go to up to meter board of the customer. Here the laying of underground cables, there is a three methods is there. One is a trench method, other one is a laying method, other is a duct method. So here we are using a trench laying method. So here around 450 mm width, 340 mm depth. So we have to make a ducts along the service line, and to inside a bottom portion, so we have to use a bricks. Along that we have to make in between the bricks a duct. In between that ducts we have to lay the underground cable from overhead service to up to the customer meter board through a GI pipes. And after laying the cable in between the ducts between the bricks, and over that the ducts can be closed with the help of a top also, a bricks we are using. And after putting the closing of ducts with the help of bricks, over that we have to use a reverse hand for closing of the underground service line. And every 15 meters the naming should be provided. So here should be there is underground service lines, means a name plate should be have to put along the length of the service line. And where the road crossing is there, so there we have to use a a GI pipe, through that we have to use a underground service where the road crossing is there. So such type of the connection we are providing through a customer, we call as a underground service mains. So here the underground cables means what are the materials we are using for the providing of a underground power supply. That is, first one is a underground cable, GI pipe, pole, pothead, PVC double sheath cable and meter board. First, what is an underground cable? So this underground cable, already I told that, so where the density of the population is more, land congestion is there, and multi-store buildings is there, and also when the overheads is provided, so there is a chances of faults and the beauty of the city will be reduced. In such places, the underground power system will be, or power supply will be using. So there the underground cable, it is a PVC double sheathed and multi layers of insulations can be put it over the cables for a protection purpose. Over that they may be using a armoring. It gives a mechanical strength at the time of laying without damaging of the cable. So these cables are available in the market for a single phase. There will be 2 core underground cables of a 250 volts with a highly insulated material. If 3 phase is there is available in the market 3 core or 3.5 core or 4 core. So this is for using a 3 phase supply with a 500 volt grade. So such type of cables we have to use a providing a power supply to the customer through a underground. So that is we call as a underground cable. Next is GI pipe. So here the GI pipe will be using the service cable from distribution pole to a meter board. So here the pole side, the GI pipe through the cable is passing through the underground, and this pole can be clamped with the help of clamps to the pole, and pipe through this cable is passing to the meter side, and also we call it a wall side. So wall side also we have to fix the GI pipe. In that GI pipe the cable is carrying up to the meter board. So such type of making a providing connections, so we are using a GI pipe, a proper thickness and proper diameters. Next, the pole. The pole is already we know that it is gives a supporting for the distribution line, and also it can give the support to the pothead as well as the service GI pipe. Next we come to the pothead. So what is a pothead? So pothead is the one of the making connection terminal as like a fuse. So in this pothead, the customer service leads from meter board we have to taken, and from the top of the service line, that is distribution line, the overhead service 2 leads should be connected in the pothead. From that pothead it goes to a meter board, and here the pothead is selected on the basis of our load current. So that is simply what we can say is a pothead. Next we say is a PVC double sheathed cable. PVC double sheathed cable. So here we have to use a insulated cables. Here we are using the underground cables of a multi-layers insulation can be coated over the bare conductors. Due to the climatic conditions and due to high interest of current is flowing through the cable, in such case the insulation does not be puncture. It should be gives a protection. And over that there is may be using a armor steel rod, or it may be steel strips. So this gives a mechanical support or strength to the cable at the time of laying without should be damaging. So such type of PVC double sheath cable can be using the underground cable service. Next I come to the meter board. What is a meter? Meter board, already I told that this meter board will be using for the fixing of a energy meter at the height of 1.5 meter in the entrance outside of the entrance door. So the market is available. There is a two different sizes of the meter board for a single phase as well as a three phase. So such type of providing a overhead underground service connection to the customers. So this is we call it simply as a underground service mains. The main aim is there is a no any harmful to the persons, animals, and there is a interruption will be very less. So such type of power service we call as a underground service mains. Next I go to what are the advantages of an underground connection. First, it should be safety to the public. Why? The cables are laying inside the earth trench. So therefore, there is no any fault or incident will be takes place. So such type of cable laying is a very safety for the public, and it has a long life. Why means there is a no weather effect, sun heat, and also there is a no lighting will be takes place. So therefore it gives a very long life for the service. Not affected by weather such as a sun, light, rain and lighting is. Why it should be laying the underground. So this type of factor will be we have seen observed in the overhead service line. So here the no sunlight, rain and lighting takes place over the underground system. So therefore it will be not affected by any causes over the underground service system. It is used in a metro and corporate cities where overhead connections are constructed is very difficult. I told that 20 to 35 floors buildings will be constructing. In such case, the providing of overhead service connection is a very difficult. So therefore, in such case, we are providing a underground service connection to the customer. Okay. Next, I come to the disadvantages of underground connections. It is a costly and skilled laborers are required. Fault location and rectification is a difficult. Require a more time for the erection and a dismantling of the underground power supply system compared to the overhead system. Next, I come to the what are the materials we are using for the underground service system. We study those materials with a specification. First one, I come to the size of cable, that is underground cable. Size of cable in square mm is available, such as 4 square mm, 6 square mm, 10 square mm, 16 square mm, 25, 35, 50, 70, 95 and 225 aids. So these cables can be selected on the basis of the load current. Next, the conductor material. It should be always preferred aluminum only, that is ACSR, that is aluminum conductor, steel reinforced. It has a very strong mechanically strength. So already I told that in the previous class, when our service distribution line is aluminum conductor is that we can use as a aluminum as a our service conductor. So the same property material or same characteristic material if you join and make a connection, in such case the no power interruption will take place, the current can be easily passed through. Why? Property and characteristics will be same. So there is no formation of any heat. So therefore is no any interruption will be take place. So therefore always you have to prefer the aluminum as a service conductor. Then number of cores. I told that if a 2 cores for a single phase supply and 3 or 3.5 or 4 for the 3 phase supply using the underground cables. Insulation, PVC sheath with the additional sheathing of either paper insulation or it will be lead alloy will be using over the bare conductor of the underground service system. This will give the protection of a puncturing of the cable or leakage of the current. Next, voltage grade. The voltage grade is a 1.1 kV class for the low and medium voltages. The rating of the underground cable. Next, we have to come to the armoring. What is mean by armoring? It is steel wire armored or by tape armored. So this is the steel wires. So this will give the mechanically support as well as it not allowed to damage the cable at the time of laying the underground cable. So that is simply what we can say is a armoring. Next, I come to the pot head. The pot head, that is a voltage grade 1.1 kV or it may be 11 kV. So here the pot head may be connected between the overhead service and the customer underground cable. In between the pot head should be provided. So that voltage rating should be 1.1 kV or it may be 11 kV voltage rating. The material should be cast iron. Next, I come to the stone air paper pipe. So here when our underground cable should be crossing the road, so there we have to using the stoneware pipe. So size of pipe should be 101.6 mm diameter and length should be depending upon the size of crossing the road. That should be 6 meter to up to 61 meter we can use it. So that is we call as a stoner pipes. Next, GI pipe. The diameter of pipe is a 40 mm dia for 6, 10 and 16 mm cable or 50 mm dia or higher size. So normally the 40 mm diameter GI pipe for taking the underground service cable through, the diameter of the pipe should be 6 or 10 or 16 square mm cable will be using for the single phase, and more than that the 50 mm higher size cable diameter GI pipe will be using for the underground service pipe. Next, PVC cable. What is the specification of PVC cable? The size in it should be square mm such as 2.5 square mm, 4, 6, 10, 16, 25, etc. So these cables can be selected on the basis of the load current rating. The conductor should be aluminum, insulation should be PVC, and voltage grading a 250 volt for a single phase or 3 or 500 volt for a 3-phase supply. The specification of material used underground cables, that is a 6 meter board. Already I told that there is two types of boards we are using. One is for a single phase, other one is a 3-phase. Normally the 3-phase and single phase, the dimensions are 300 into 300 into 65 mm for a single phase wireless liquid board, and another is a 500 into 500 into 65 mm for a 3-phase wireless stick board will be using for fixing of a energy meter also. So nowadays is coming a boards with a helium sheet with a shining material. So those also used for to providing a good appearance of the meter board. Over that our energy meter will be fixing at the height of a 1.5 meter for easy to observe what the consumption of energy recorded in the meter. That exact recorded unit bill should be provided by the meter bill person. So therefore we are using two types of boards, that is a single phase as well as a 3-phase. Next, come to the earthing. Earthing pipe, the dimensions are 40 mm GI pipe, 3 mm thickness, 2.5 meter long and 12.5 meter holes. Drill at an interval of 300 mm. The whole pit of a 340 mm dia, it is to be filled with a coal and a salt. So this is the dimension of the underground service system. Now here, So this type of underground service system where the overhead restriction is there, and big cities there as like Bangalore, Bombay, Madras, Delhi, Calcutta, etc. In such place, the underground overhead service should be restrained, and such places we are using a underground service system. And such type of system, it will be gives a lot of advantages. That is, it should be safety to the public, long life, not affected by weather such as the sun, light, rain, and lighting is. It is used in metro and corporate cities where overhead connection construction is a very difficult is there. So therefore, we have to prepare the underground service system in such places. And also, the disadvantage, it is a costliest. Why? We have to trench the earth, make a ducts, and laying the cables in the duct. Over that again we have to use a bricks and fill with the sands of the river. And also it is required a skilled person for laying the underground cables. And also there is a fault location and rectification is a very difficulty as compared to the overhead system. In overhead system, the fault we can easily observe it, and rectification is easy. But in this case, the fault location and rectification is a very difficult is there. Okay, so therefore the underground service system is a very costly, require more time for the erection and dispensing of the underground service system. So this is the advantage and disadvantage of the underground system. And also we have studied about the what are the materials should be required. So those material specification you have studied all the materials with a specification for easy to get and fix easily without any problem. So such type of service system what we call as a underground service system. And here this material is collected from the following reference books. Please follow through the students. Then next, thanks to everyone. So today I can stop the session 3, and next sessions I go the size of cables and also how to calculate the cable size. Thank you and all.